Welcome to elementary. Anyhow, I hope you're having a fabulous Monday from wherever you are watching. My guest today is going to be 5 minutes late. However, actually, my guest is not going to be late. So we're going to get started. And I hope you're having a fabulous Monday. I hope you're keeping dry and you're staying out of the rain. I hope you didn't have to be outside working. But my guest is going to ask to join. And we will get started. So I invited you to join. There you are. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be a little late, so I
I
thought.
was. I was. Oh, sorry. But I had to. I was driving, and then my partner, business partner, he just said that he's gonna go ahead and take the, continue from here on, and we just need to get to the office and do some unload stuff. So I just dropped by at his home actually, and then I'm taking the call with you. I don't like getting late. It's just
Yeah, I know
it's a
what you
very
mean.
big pet peeve of mine, and so I just try to find another solution so that I can be on time.
Yeah, no worries. I figured I couldn't change the timing because the timing had passed.
Of
So
course,
without further ado, we'll get started.
of course.
So, introduce yourself and your Instagram handle.
Yeah, my name is Juzar, and I'm one of the co-founders of Maplefull Rentals. It's a furniture rental shop based out of Brampton, Ontario. Our Instagram handle is Maplefull Rentals. That's Maplefull Rentals. Um, and like I said, we're a furniture rental shop. The unique part about us, though, is we aim and strive to be a full one-stop shop for all staging needs. And one of the key components of staging, as we have realized over the past sort of 4 years that we've been in business, is stagers and realtors have a very crucial need of storing their own items. And managing their own items, really. So they always look for storage solutions that really work for them. And we also offer another service called managed storage service, where we store and manage and store their own inventory at our location. We process it on our own website, so they get access to a custom built solution, an inventory management solution for stagers and realtors alike, that they can use as part of the service. And we actually just help them with their inventory management problems, if you may, where we process all of it, and we bring it to them, their items alongside our items if they choose to rent, all in one single delivery, and we bring it to them essentially. So that's what we do.
Yeah, that's great. Before we go any further, I just want to let people know that they can drop any questions they may have. So if you want to know more, or you can put in the question icon or the comments below. So
Yeah.
you've said that you have products. So tell us a little bit about, other than staging, like what sort of products do you have? Like what sort of inventory do you have? And give us some ideas to what you currently do without this additional piece.
From a renting
Ye-
perspective,
Yes.
is that okay?
Yes.
So I think so what we hold, so we're a furniture rental shop, right? At the core of what we do.
Hmm.
So we want to be able to cater to pretty much all types of stagers out there, whether they are they're staging budget homes, or all the way to luxury homes. So we carry a wide selection of different kinds of furniture, right? Whether it's modern, contemporary, We will carry even the ones that are more sort of budget friendly, right? Type of furniture, and we carry everything from the large couches um, for staging your living rooms to couches that can go into the basement because it all comes apart. As we know, basements are sometimes very
Tricky.
narrow and tricky.
Tricky.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word. So you'll see a wide selection and pretty much like and everything is available on our website, where people can go in and browse our catalog. So like I said, yeah, everything from living room to accessories, even down to the fluff, or what we like to call the fluff, right? Like
Yes.
all the decor items, whether it's decorative pillows or even the small sort of decor that goes on coffee tables, etc. So you'll see a lot of those as well that we offer. And yeah, I mean, a wide selection essentially, right? That caters to all different kinds of demographics and stagers alike. They can go into the website, they can browse the catalog. It's like Amazon. You just go in, pick and choose what you like. It kind of gets all combined, and then we'll come deliver it for you. You can also get insurance if you feel like with us. And hey, you know what? Like one important thing is we also allow for weekly rentals, right? So you can start off with bi-weekly rentals. So you don't necessarily have to start off with a month, which is typically what we see in the industry. But with us, you can start off with like a 2-week rental and then keep extending on a weekly basis for as long as you like. So it really works it's like a pay as you go, if you may, right? On a weekly basis. And once you're done, all you just have to do is give us a call, and we'll come grab all the furniture back.
Yeah. I mean, these days, in some pockets, homes are staying on the market a little longer,
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are important little extras to have, definitely, so that in case you're on week 5, which happened to me quite often, like, it's week 5, and of course, you want to pay for a week, but you're like, oh, I should just suck it up and pay for the month. But the way I look at it, if you're at week 5, I see my friend KP Staging is on.
Yeah.
So I also understand that you do like furniture rentals for people that are not staging or not realtors or not stagers. You also do like furniture rentals for, at least that's what I understood the last time I interviewed you. You do like students, and if people just want to rent furniture, they can, right?
Yeah. So thanks for that. Right. I mean, I think it's an important topic to discuss actually. When we first started this, and I think I'll just go back a couple of years. So
Yes.
When we first started this company, we were new to this industry, right? So me and my business partner, we're not stagers, we're not realtors. We didn't belong to this industry particularly. So we were looking at it from an outside view, and we had a lot of questions, right? We had a lot of questions as to why is there no one company that does a entire suite of services, right, and caters to I would say renting for domestic purposes, if you may, right? Whether it's staging, whether it's individuals, whether it's students, as you pointed out. When we as we kind of went through the business model over the past 4 years, we realized that it is very important to focus on a niche, right?
Yeah.
It's very important to kind of
Yes.
we're very limited people, right? Like we have limited resources, time, money, what have you, and we wanted to focus on a business segment that had the most potential, right? In terms of not just our growth of our business, but in terms of being able to innovate in that segment, right? There is very little innovation, in my opinion, when it comes to student rentals or individual home rentals.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of potential to innovate when you are looking at staging, right? Or the staging market in general. So again, like I said, we are able to rent on a weekly basis. Again, no one really started this concept on a wide scale as we did before we came in,
Mm-hmm.
right? We have a very flexible return policy. For example, we our extensions, like I said, is very easy, right? We don't have you can extend on a weekly basis or bi-weekly, 3 weeks, 1 month. Really, it works for you, right? And the fourth thing is the managed storage service that I first pointed out at the start of this part. So what I'm trying to say is that there was a lot of options and there was a lot of scope of innovation, right, in this particular segment. So we just decided to take all the resources that we have in terms of time, in terms of money, and focus on this particular niche, right, and make this into an area where we can be proud of, and really not just for ourselves but also help our clients, right? And that's the key, I think, foundation of what we are trying to build here, right? We want to be able to build something, a solution or a suite of solutions for our clients to help them and make their life a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. No, it makes sense. It definitely makes a lot of sense, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I guess initially when you're starting out, like any business, right? I mean, realtors, for example, I did this myself, right? You start out and you're like, hey, I'm servicing everyone. But when you service everyone, you service no one, right? So
exactly.
you have to speak to a group of people and be able to pull in that business based on that. And then
Sure.
everybody else may just call you and say, I still want to rent whatever, and it's up to them. But I think it's a very unique option because I don't think, furniture rental for regular living is not typically what we always use for just staging. I think it has a particular um, people want something simpler, maybe if they're students or whatever. So it's good that you've moved away from that piece and niche down to just, design aspects, staging, home staging, stagers, realtors, where if the realtors want to take on and do their own staging, that's something they can do too.
Exactly.
And I mean, I like the furniture rental. Now, someone's asking, do you rent stuff for events for a day or two?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the events, right? We do rent, for example, trade shows, or sets, right? Production sets. Now that's where we know that it's not very widely used. It'll be, maybe like one off. They'll have like a
Mhm.
like a interview, right, where people are sitting on two sides. It's just a quick conversation, maybe an hour, and they'll be done, right? So for those areas, we'll certainly do rent for like maybe a week, or we can work out what that pricing model looks like with that. But it's not an area that we are currently in, like from an event rental perspective. So we don't have those large tents, or we don't have like 20 chairs to go to go out on those large scale events, right? Not yet, at least. Maybe in the future. We haven't really thought about it, but for sure, I mean, that's not what we're currently in terms of just event rentals, right?
Yes.
There was a question earlier as well. I think someone is
Yes.
asking whether we do the beds. We rent for beds and stuff, or a table and chair for a holiday. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, not, right. Like that's again not the we moved away from that niche. We moved away from renting for individual usage. So we want to stick to that, right? We want to stick to the rental, the staging industry. We want to stick to the real estate industry. I think because that's where again there is the most potential in terms of growth, in terms of innovation. Again, you'll see over the next couple of months, right? We have a lot of innovative solutions that are coming into the market, coming onto our website, right? Like I just want to quickly give a sneak preview for your listeners is, we're working on an AI solution, right? Which is going to help customers who are coming onto our website to be able to select items and furniture as per prompts that they place in, or so that's what we are working on, right? So think chat GBT, right? So we're bringing that concept to the furniture rental industry from a staging perspective. But that's obviously a path, right? Like we are looking at that for over the next maybe 5 to 6 months. But before that, there are small things that'll keep coming into our pipeline, as I call it. Like, so if you go on to our cart, pick and choose items that you want. Our cart's going to start to prompt you, right? Our website's going to prompt you whether you're missing something, potentially missing something, right? Or if you're not missing something, hey, you know what? Maybe recommend a certain couple of certain items that you may that you may like, right? So what I'm trying to again really emphasize is we are a company that really believes in innovation and experience, customer experience, and that is what we want to stay true to, and that's where we want to focus over our efforts over the next couple of months.
That's great. That's good to hear. So, what else have I missed anything? I know I've interviewed you before, and I felt like I got a good understanding, but I hope the viewers have got a good understanding of what you do. I mean, you're dealing with furniture that's for staging, but the most important part about it is the service that you're allowing people to store their furniture for a fee. So, and the best part about that is when they store their furniture, you offer part of what you do is you pull the items. I'll say pull the items. I don't know if there's a better word for it, but you pull the items and you also deliver.
That's
Am
correct.
I right? So
That's
talk
correct.
about that a bit.
Yeah, for sure. So the best way to look at this is if you look at our business in two segments, right? So two vertical columns, right? The first column is the furniture rental side that we're all very familiar with, right? Obviously there are these nuances and differences that make the experience of renting furniture different with us, that we really spoke about at the first part of this. But that's essentially furniture rental, right? The second vertical pillar, if you may, which I believe sets us apart, right, from our colleagues in the industry, is this managed storage service, right? This is where we store and manage furniture for our clients, whether they're realtors, whether they're stagers. They will rent out a space from us, and in that space they will store they'll store whatever they like, right? So it's like their personal self storage unit, but it's not really self storage because we don't necessarily give them access to that storage, right? In a self storage, you can go in at any time of the day and you can go pick up your stuff. But with us, you can't do that. And that's by design, right? Because we don't want to be able to give people access to our warehouse for a constant flow, right? But what we do is we take high quality photographs of each and every item that we get, and we process that onto our website, right? So our website becomes like their own personal mini showroom. And they can go onto the website, they can browse their inventory, which is all laid out very, very nicely. They can pick and choose items from their inventory, but the best part is they can see our inventory side by side, right? So when you are in the living room section, and if you have a couch here that you're storing with us, you can see your couch, but you can see all other couches as well, right? And then you can pick and choose that, oh, I want my couch, or I want my accent chairs, but someone else's couch, what have you, right? We combine all of that into one single delivery and we bring it to them. So they don't have to worry about the cost of managing their products. They don't have to worry about the cost of storage, for example. They don't have to worry about the headaches of logistics. As you know, as I'm sure all the stagers and yourself as a realtor, you can appreciate the hassle that you have to go through, where you have to manage multiple different companies, right, on a particular listing. So we strive to be that one company where people can come to. They say, hey, you know what, I'm storing with you. This is my furniture, but I'd like also a logistics service. We'll combine all of it together. We'll bring it to you. You can use, onto your project. Once it's done, all you have to do is give us a call, schedule a D stage. My guys will come in. They'll pick up all the items, whether it's ours, whether it's theirs, because it's in one single list. They'll bring it all back to the storage, and we'll clean, wrap, and we'll put it back up, right? So the stager in particular, the value is they don't have to worry about, hey, I'm going to have to destage this. I'm going to have to go and put it into my storage, and I'm going to have to put it back onto the shelf. We take all that hassle out, and that gives them more time to go out and build their own business.
Yeah, which is excellent.
So yeah, those are the two pillars, if you may, right? And that way, it's the best way to kind of imagine what we offer. And frankly, I'm not sure if you know about this, but last time, I think in the past 3 months, we actually did a revamp of our business, right? So we changed our website, and that was that was needed as part of our what's the word I'm looking for? It was a movement, if you may, from us moving from dropping those individual and student rental services and becoming a more niched organization, a more simpler organization, and really focusing on those two main business models. So we changed our website, we revamped our logo, and now you can very clearly understand what Maplefull stands for. It's a furniture rental shop, and it's a managed storage shop.
Perfect. Yeah, that's excellent. So do you have, so let me just cut to the chase. Do you have any promos you want to share with people, or?
Yeah, for sure. I think, no, thanks for that. I definitely want to, mention that from a rental perspective, our standard discounts currently still apply. If you're a realtor or stager registered business with us, you get a 10% off right off the bat, and then you get up to an additional 10%, depending on the size of the order, right? That's from a rental standpoint. From a managed storage standpoint, we are offering a 1 month free storage rentals for new customers, and for our existing clients, we do have a referral program that we have in place, where if they do refer us to another potential customer and they sign up, then we'll credit $500 back to them as a credit onto their account that they can use towards future, either rental or storage or what have you, right? So that's what we're currently offering.
Very nice. Very nice. So how can people reach you then?
We're very accessible, right? So all our contact information is on the website. Again, that's maplefull.com, maplefull.com. My Instagram handle is right on your screen at the moment, but that's again at Maplefull Rentals. That's the Instagram handle. We have, you can either reach us from there directly or through contact information on the website. And yeah, I mean, or email us, right? Like whatever works for your preference in terms of how you want to reach us. We're very open, right? And we have lots of avenues that people can contact us.
Perfect. Is there anything else you want to add to it before we wrap up?
Not really. Thank you for giving me the opportunity again to chat with you. It's always a pleasure. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add. I think we've covered pretty much everything, and I'm happy to share more details for different things that we discussed. It's on the website, but there are other if people want to go into specifics, I'm certainly able to provide that. One last thing I'll definitely mention is we are obviously a very young company. We are growing. We may have the one thing that I keep telling my clients that I work with regularly is if you don't find things on our website and it's out of stock, don't worry about it, right? We can, if you give us some lead time, I'm able to go out and purchase those new inventory for you, right? So that way it helps them build their sort of so they can use on their projects, and it helps me because I can build my own inventory. So just wanted to put it out there for your listeners. But here, you know what? I'm always open to chatting. So thank you very much again
Yeah, no, I
for this
appreciate it.
opportunity.
I mean, I know of your service because when you use a stager that works with your service, I get to also, uh, you know, indirectly get use of it.
For sure.
So I've seen you guys deliver and, you know, uh, bring in the products at D-Stage, and they're always very polite. And
Thank you.
yeah, so so thank you for taking the time
No
today to
problem.
spend some time with
Anytime.
us.
Of course,
Yeah,
anytime.
yeah. So I hope people that are watching, if they're interested, they will get in touch with you. And I mean, it's a great opportunity to be able to have a one-stop shop. You can store your stuff, and therefore, when you're running a little low on your own inventory, you can tap into yours, right? I
Absolutely.
mean,
And there
why
you go.
not, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And exactly. That's the thought process, right? Like
Yeah.
it's for some people, they may not want to use their inventory because it's kind of repetitive, right? And but you know what? We give them the option to rent their items out if they store with us, and if they rent their items out, then they can make some money out of it because we give them back some percentage of the rental revenue that we get from renting their stuff. So why not? I mean, in my opinion, again, I may sound biased, of course, but in my opinion, it's a win-win situation, and that's what we were trying to get to, right? We were trying to get to a win-win situation for everyone.
Whatever works, I guess. So, for those of you watching, I so appreciate your time with us. In case you don't know me, my name is Jacqueline Watson. I'm a realtor with Sutton Group Tower in Toronto. And my guest today is Juzar from Maplefull Rentals. So, if you have any rental needs, you have a home to stage, you want to give him a try. He doesn't stage your house, by the way. He has the furniture. But you can always ask, and I'm sure he has some good resources. You can always ask
Absolutely.
me. I'm happy to share my resources with you. So thank you so much for spending your dinner hour with us, or your half an hour with us, but we appreciate it. So thank you again, and until next time, bye.
See ya.
Bye.